Okay, hey again. So we're here to look at Lacee Barnes' shot put technique while she was here in Jamaica. And this video is not so clean because it was taken with my BlackBerry phone. Alright, so let's go. Alright, so Lacee is a glider here. She's starting at the back of the ring. Let's take it step by step. Okay, so what I like about this, her elbow is nice and high. She's nice and balanced on her right foot. Her right head is looking down right at 12 o'clock. This left arm, though, I think it could be a little bit more relaxed before, starting the movement. Additionally, I also think that left foot could have been swung forward a little bit more with the knee rather than the foot itself. So the left knee could come forward a little bit more rather than the foot itself. But apart from that, nice flat back, nice high right elbow with the ball in the neck, and nice and balanced on the right foot. Alright, messed up right there. Alright, so pushing back, the left arm comes forward and to help balance the movement. The left foot is nice and high. Some shot putters actually glide like this, and I've had success. World record holder Oda Bayer, I think, glided like this with a high left foot drive. Others glide with a low left foot drive, meaning the left foot does not go as high as this. It's actually drive down as opposed to up and out like that. So that's okay. As I said, the left hand comes out this direction in front of her to balance her, so I don't see any problems with that. The head, though, I think the head probably should be facing a little bit more like this as opposed to straight down in the ring. Love this. Right elbow is nice and high, and when you have this, it means that she strikes the shot put very cleanly if the right elbow stays in this position throughout the throw, especially into the delivery of the throw. So this is an okay position. In the next image, I'm gonna see if I can look a little bit more on the right foot landed in the middle of the ring. Okay, so I was a little bit worried there, but see, her right foot starts to turn to the 9 o'clock position. So here is 6, here is 12 o'clock, over here is 9 o'clock. So what you want is for the right foot upon landing in the middle of the ring, you want it to point to as close as possible, or at 9 o'clock if needs be, but as close as possible to 9. Most people won't get to 9 o'clock, but as close as possible to 9 o'clock, you want the right foot to be landing. When this happens is that it sets up the hip a little bit in front of the ball so that you have what they call like a slingshot motion when you're pushing the shot, when you're accelerating the shot over the blocked left leg at the front of the ring. Still, her head is down, which is kind of unique at this point, but it probably could be back, facing back at the back of the ring right here, looking this direction. Alright, so 12 o'clock, as I said, here is 9, here is 6 o'clock. So if this is 12, this is about 11, this is about 10, and right here would be 9. So let's say, for instance, her foot is at about 10:30, or yeah, about 10:30 or 11 thereabout. So this is not the best foot position. It could be a little bit more this direction, which probably would enable her to generate more force into the delivery of the throw. What I absolutely love about this position though is that still her right elbow is nice and high with the ball in her head, and especially the left hand block, or the start of the left hand block, to initiate the punch of the throw. This is very critical to punching the ball high, or attaining a high release height of the ball and attaining a high release angle of the shot put or delivery angle. So this is very good. This is what you see on the world stage for the international athletes, and so this is a very good position right here. All right, so once again the arm continues to move through that path, and then the ball should actually follow through the path that the left hand has created. So this is a very nice position right here, and she almost looks like an elite thrower. The only thing that I do not like so much is that her right foot is starting to straighten too much, and the left foot is just about touching. You want a little bit more weight to be placed on the right foot. About 80 or so percent or 85% of the weight should be on the right foot at this point. And a little too much is shifted back, so we call this phenomenon the sliding hips, where hips slide from over the point of contact of the right foot in the middle of the ring and starts to slide to the next point of contact, which is the left foot landing down. So no more is 85% or about 80% of the weight on the right foot. It is starting to shift to the left foot, and once you have this shift, you have less loading on the right foot, which means you have less weight to push off into the delivery of the ball, transfer it out into the sector. I love the eyes right here looking tall. I love the high left hand block, and I love the high right elbow right here. Those things are extremely important, and she has mastered that. Okay, so as we were saying earlier, her body weight is shifting. Okay, so at this point it has almost completely shifted from her right foot onto her left foot. So let's say about 75 or so percent of her body weight is now just about on her left foot, and this is not good at this point in time throughout the throw, because what is happening now is that the weight is being shifted on her left foot, and her left foot is starting to bend, which means she's starting to lose power. Most of the speed that was generated from the back of the ring up to this point is now breaking through that way, is now going horizontal, and you don't want that. You want the left foot block to be nice and firm, and you want the knee to be straight in the left foot block, so that the energy transfers comes up to the hips, and the only point that the energy has to come out through is the delivery of the ball going out there. This hand is actually not in a good position, and we spoke about this earlier, and I think she can correct it. I think she can correct this very, very quickly in a matter of days, so I'm not too worried about that. But this actually is drawing down her left side, carrying down her left side, which is not good, throwing her off balance at the front of the ring. As you saw in the previous video, the discus video, where she was stand throwing as she was doing the half turns, the left hand was nice and tight to the chest, and so not a lot of energy or drag was created or lost over the left side of the throw. So otherwise from that, the right elbow is still nice and high, which will give a nice clean strike of the shot ball. Her head is nice and high, her chest is nice and high, and she's looking to punch that ball out there. So let's look at what happens. There you go. Just one little mistake right there. So her left leg is now straightening, but this is wrong, as we spoke about earlier. And yeah, she basically started twisting the ball. So from this position, too far back. Come on. From this position, the wrist is basically pointing out, or what the point of reference could be the elbow. The elbow is actually pointing outwards, almost you could say horizontal to the right over this section. So if you were to stand up by her and she were to stand up straight, not crouch like this, her elbow would be pointing horizontally. Okay. However, in the delivery, after this, so her elbow is still pointing out this way, out almost horizontal to the ground. This is going to be hard to catch. Come on, Lacee moving too fast, man. Alright, nice. So what happens now is that we call this what you call it, throwing the shot, like a free throw in a basketball game, or a basketball shot. So you don't want this. What happens is that the elbow now rotates from a horizontal position and is now pointing down, which means her hand basically twisted, almost like you're opening a door, or you hold on to a doorknob and you're twisting the doorknob to open the door to go inside. That is actually not good for the delivery. So if she can manage to change this and continues to strike the ball cleanly with a nice horizontal elbow, horizontally pointed elbow, then she should gain like probably I would say about 50 centimeters or so, depending. But this is something that I think she can change quickly, and this is also something that I think she can adjust quickly as well. But nonetheless, nice head, looking high, chest is high, and the release angle is not bad. I think it's a little bit too high right here, but that is not bad. So overall, not a bad performance. I think she threw about 12 or so meters. So with the 4 kg ball, and her weight is the 3 kg ball, so that was a good performance for that day. Nice follow through right there, switching the feet to save the throw, but still watching the ball out here. Okay, Lace, that's about it.